Hello, my name is Ray Williams, and today I want to share with you about the Great Society. Now, the Great Society is something that has brought a lot of passion to my life, and this is why. Because it addresses the issues of poverty. It addresses the issue of those who struggle to make it to the American dream. Many people across the span of American history have strived to live the American dream, to live a satisfying life. Yet so many people die with those wishes still not complete. We cannot allow this to continue. It is wrong, un-American. The American dream is something that everyone has always wanted. It's not a life to live overwhelmingly rich for most. It's a life to live a simple life, to have a home, a family, and other things that people value and want in life. Yet so many people have fallen into poverty in the United States. This is a problem that needed to be addressed and that has been addressed but needs to be renewed. This is the creator of the Great Society. The Great Society was created by one of our presidents, Lyndon Baines Johnson, known as LBJ. Now, LBJ created the Great Society because he wanted to fix the issue of poverty. He wanted to give people the tools so that they could strive and reach their dreams, so that they could reach for the stars. He wanted to give them those tools that they needed, and he gave it to them. But the reason why he did this was because he had so much experience with being in poverty. He grew up not as a rich person, but as more of a poor person in the hill country of Texas. His father was renowned at one point, but he began to sink into poverty and into debt. This was something that Lyndon Johnson had a problem with for so much of his life. To think back of his father, he not maybe necessarily thought of him as a failure, but thought of the things that he did and how he failed. Those were the things that came to mind when he thought of his father. But he knew that if his father had the tools in order to reach his dream, then he would have made it, and he would have never lived in the situation that he was in. And he understood that those who lived in poverty, if they were given the tools so that they could get out of poverty, they would not have to live that life. They could live that satisfying life, that American dream. And that's what he created. He created a vision. He created a way, a path, so that Americans could walk upon this path to reach their American dream. That's what he created. He defined the Great Society as this. The Great Society is a place where every child can find knowledge to enrich his mind and to enlarge his talent. Now, that's not the full definition of the Great Society. This is just a partial definition. But to allow children to enrich their minds, that is awesome to be able to do that. See, the Great Society is not just a society that is being created, but it's also a declaration of war upon these three enemies. These enemies are this: poverty, ignorance, and disease. As he stated, these are our enemies. They are not our friends. They are not our allies. They are our enemies, and we must understand that. We must not befriend ignorance and use it to our advance, because there is no advantage when it comes to ignorance. The same with poverty, and the same with disease. These three things are our enemies, and we must fight against them. To renew the great society, to make it more up to date to today's economy, would do so much good for so many who are beginning to fall back into poverty. We must do what it takes to address these issues here in this country. We cannot allow these issues to continue. Now, what the Great Society has done for us and was implemented in that time was this. He implemented the food stamps. Now, the food stamps had been created and they had some form of it. But here's the issue. Ever so often they had to renew this. And what he did was say, let's stop renewing it. Let's make it permanent. Because right now, we still have too many people who need this. We need to stop playing the game of if we're going to renew it or not. Let's stop playing politics and let's help people's lives like we're supposed to. That's what he did. The same thing with Medicare and Medicaid. Now, one of those were created already by Franklin Roosevelt during the Great Depression. I believe it was Medicare. But Medicaid really had no form yet, proper form. So he created this for those who needed health care to fight disease. That's what he did. He wanted to help people who couldn't afford insurance and needed it. He wanted to help people who were getting older and needed insurance. He was trying to help people achieve the American dream, and he did it well. Another part that he implemented was Head Start. Head Start was something to help children get the foundation they needed so that when they went into their first year of school, they would have everything that they needed to be ready for that first day of school. That's what Head Start was supposed to and has done for so many children. See, what he had implemented into our government, what the Great Society had achieved for the American people was this. It had created a foundation in which the people could move forward towards achieving their dreams. So many people understand America as a place where they can come and strive for the dreams that they have always had. Immigrants come here and do that. Americans understand that from birth. We understand that America is a place where we come to strive for our dreams. And that's what the Great Society helps Americans do. Achieve the dreams that they have had and always have wanted to go for. It's so hard to achieve your dream when you do not have the tools to get there. It's like this. You have a body of a car, or you have an idea of a car. You know it'll help you get somewhere that you need to go, but you have no tools to build this car, nor the material for this car. What do? Try to make these materials? Well, you still need the tools for that. You have no money really to purchase these tools. So what does that leave you with? To abandon your dreams. So many Americans have abandoned their dreams, trying to get their children the tools in order to achieve their dreams. This is not the American idea. This is not where America is supposed to be. Although sacrifice is part of being American, sacrificing your whole life to achieving your dream so that your child can do so? Is that fair to the American people? We mustn't be that nation anymore that doesn't help each other achieve our dreams. We mustn't be that country. We need to be the country that helps our people achieve our dreams. And that's what the Great Society has achieved. But here's how we renew it. We must renew the Great Society through this, by implementing a new educational standard. See, our economy has a high demand for college-educated individuals. It does. 50 years ago, we could get a good job with a high school degree. Can we go by the same economic standards from 50 years ago? No, we can't. We can't go by the same standards from 50 years ago, or even 100 years ago, or even 150 years ago. The public school system was implemented in the mid or late 1800s. Yet, we have not updated our educational system since then. We have added the other parts and have fixed some things about it. But adding the college part, implementing that into our public school system, has not even been thought of. We think, well, we're not entitled to anything. We should not have to pay for some lazy person's college education. I don't want to pay any more taxes, and I feel I have the right to not pay for that individual's education. Well, here's the thing. What do we rather pay for? Do we rather pay for a country that has a majority of the people in poverty that they cannot get out of, and we have to give them entitlements in order to survive? Or can we have a country that thrives, that has many individuals who live a middle-class life, a satisfying life, who are able to have the tools to achieve the dreams that they have always had? Which is better? I think it is better if we give individuals the tools that they need to achieve their dreams. Giving an individual the education that they need to handle, to be the best in today's economy, giving them those tools is wise. Giving them those tools is the best thing we can do for our country. The American dream is this. It is a place in which every American wants to go to. It's the city on the hill. When Americans dream, we think of that beautiful city on the hill with open gates, which every American can go to. Thing is, the path to that city on that hill is the Great Society. In order to get to the city on the hill, that American dream, we must have a great society. Because that city on the hill, although it is a path, the Great Society is a path, that city on the hill is a society. That American dream is something great. In order to achieve the American dream, in order to go to that great society, we must have a great society. Because what America has always believed that we have been and that we are today is a great society. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will like and share. Thank you.